this since I was 18 years old. So I started doing network marketing, and they told me there is a fantastic car program. We also have a fantastic car program in cruises, as you know. And in cruises, we have a fantastic car program, like $300 bonus every month. They call it a car program. You don't have to use it for a car, but I love nice cars. So this is one of my Mercedeses that I've had, and I really love that you can get a car like this just because you work with something that people really know. And Camilla was also mentioned other companies. Of course, there's a lot of companies that have their own car bonuses. I had another company showing me their car bonus, so I decided that's not maybe the right for me. I would like to have a different car bonus. I would like to have a different income. And also, I bought myself my biggest present ever. I've dreamt about having a digger. And people ask me, why are you buying a digger? I said, I don't know, but I have said, like, since I was 5 years old, that one day I'm going to buy me a digger. And people ask, so what are you doing? Well, I'm digging. I can dig big holes. And if there's a lot of negative people, maybe they fell into that hole, and then it's good to have a digger. So, I mean, you can go after your dreams. I mean, this is a crazy dream. But my friends, I have friends that have Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all these nice cars. If you have seen my full body, you understand Lamborghini is not the right for me, but the digger is perfect. So I bought myself a digger. I love to dig, and it's crazy. But also I'm building some houses. So where I am now, just now, I'm in Sweden. I'm in one of these houses that I have built here, and you can see the nice view. I can work from home in this environment. It's like crazy nice. And I have the nicest view when I go out in my jacuzzi in the mornings and sit there with my morning coffee. I can like have a look all out on this fantastic nature, and there is no viruses here, no nothing. I'm safe here, no problem. So, I mean, you have to go after your dreams. You have to do what you love to do. And I have to say, in a way, I love to be a builder. Only for the hobby, not for work, but only for the hobby. So I can build more than 50 houses on my lot here. It's a big lot. So, but I only have built 4, so it's just the beginning. The point I'm trying to share with you, go after your dreams. Do what you want to do. Don't think it's impossible. Everything is possible if you want. What I don't know is, what is your why? What is your why? Why should you do cruises? Why should you work with something different? Why should you do something that people in a way criticize? Because people criticize. They criticize everything. So when I started, as I told you, when I was 18 years old, my friends, they criticized me. They said, you think you're going to be rich? I said, no, I don't think I'm going to be rich. I know I'm going to be rich. And after some years, they said, you were so lucky because you started that early. In Cruises is my 4th company over the 38 years. So I'm not like trying something out for a few months and see how it works. When I start something, I have a really long range plan. I'm going to stay at least for 10 years what I have done before. So, I mean, you have to find your why. Why should you do something like this? Why should you do cruises? Why should you do network marketing? I don't know about you, but what I know is that there's a lot of people, they are living like a regular life. And what is a normal life? They are stressed. Have you seen people stressing? Every day is the same. There's no time for training. There's lack of excitement. Have you seen people those days, what they are posting on Facebook? It's like, today I made some really nice bread rolls. And then people say, your bread rolls, they are so good. Like. And now we feel good. That's the excitement we have in life. So most people, they are bored about their own life. And I'm not sure about this, but what they say on the news, what they say on the TV, is that probably after this pandemic that we have, this corona situation that we have, people gonna split up. People will divorce more than before. So either they get babies in 9 months, or they're gonna divorce. Why? Because there is no excitement. People are bored. There is nothing to fill their life. I mean, it's so boring for most people. And most people, they wish something else. That's why network marketing really works, because people have one kind of life, but they wish for something else. They wish for more leisure time. They wish for economic freedom. They would have time for their hobbies, personal growth, and dream cruises. I mean, instead of charter vacations, sorry Svein, but that's the truth. Instead of charter vacation, they want dream cruises. I mean, they want something more than they have. And if this is the situation, you are at the right place at the right time. And you have to understand it yourself, but we also have to teach other people. You are at the right place at the right time. So, what you need to change your situation? I think you need a good concept. When I saw in cruises, the first time I saw it, it was like, is this all? So they showed me the products, they showed me the income, the plan, and I said, is this all? It was so easy. It was so easy. And I have to say, it's the best concept I ever saw, because everyone can do it, and we have proven now that we can do this business online because it's so easy. We need a leadership that shows the way. I mean, when I looked at Mr. Hutchison today, I felt, wow, this is a leader. This is a leader that shows the way. He knows what he's doing. When I listen to Abel, our upline, I know that he's a leader. He shows the way. He's part of us. He really helps us. When I see people like Camelia, I understand, wow, there is leadership in this business. In this company, in cruises, there are leadership, and they show us the way. When she starts telling how fast she have grown through the ranks, I was like, wow, it's possible. Wow, there is a chance for me to do it as well. I want to do it quick, and I know there's a lot of people on now that really want to do it quick, and she have proven it's probably it's possible, no problem. It's just go out there and do it. We need a functional business building system. We know that we have the best back office in the industry, probably. We have what the Margit went through about this fast start program, and I mean, there is a system. There is a system. So you just have to plug into the system, follow the system, and then you can build your business on that. But there is one thing that we cannot control. There's one thing that you have to take care of yourself. And that's your positive mental attitude. I always say in my presentations, I say, if you are a nice person to work with, then we can help you. And if you have a positive mental attitude, then you are a nice person to work with. And then you can succeed. People don't want to work with negative people. But if they are positive, I mean, look at Svein, look at Babek, look at Heidi, look at Katre, look at Margit, look at all these people. Happy, positive people. Look at Camelia, very positive mental attitude. Smart people, positive people, happy people. And then it's much more nice to work with them. So, what to do now? Normally I say to people, you have to look at your business like a bucket. So think about a bucket. You put the bucket out in the garden, and what you have to do now, you have to open to start filling water into the bucket, and that's what we do. We don't work with water. We work with time. So what you have to fill into your bucket is time. I mean, you have to do presentations. You have to go out there and show people. You have to invite people to participate in our presentations. So Margit was going through these documents and talking about presentation. I can tell you, I have had in 3 months now, no, in 11 weeks now, I have done 226 presentations. 226 presentations. But in a way, I regret that I haven't done 500 because I could do the double. I know I could do the double number of presentations, which will be close to 500. Anyway, you have to put time into your bucket. And what will happen if you put time into your bucket? Look at the bucket as your business. So you have to put time into your business. And what will happen? You will get members. You will get partners. You will get people that strive for 5. They will get their 5 and be membership free. You will have people being a marketing director and a senior marketing and a regional marketing. As long as you keep filling your bucket, you will have success and you will start building your business. And the first one is yourself. The first member you have on your team is you. The first partner on the team is you. The first that have the 5 is you. The first marketing director is you. The first senior, the first regional. But what happens if you keep on filling your bucket? Just keep on. What will happen? It will overflow. It will flow over. I mean, just keep on filling your bucket. What will happen? One day there's an ind, an ind, an id, and bod. Maybe you don't understand all this. Maybe there's a bod ambassador. Maybe you don't understand all of this. It doesn't matter. This you understand. And this is how it works. So you have to fill your bucket with time. You have to build your business. You have to keep on filling your bucket. One day it will start flowing over and you are the first one. And here's where the big money, the big dollar sign is. Okay? So I always ask people, do you accept to change? In my presentation, I say, you have to be a nice person to work with. You have to accept that you maybe have to grow your mind. You have to accept coaching. You have to accept personal development. You have to accept that you have to change something. You cannot, maybe for the most of us, you cannot be exactly the person you are today and then have great success. Because if it was possible to have great success the way you are today and the way I am today, then we would have great success already. So if you want more success than you already have, maybe you have to accept changes. And I mean, normally, if let's say, go back 5 years, think about yourself and go back 5 years to 2015. When I look at cars for sale, and there's a car from 2015, it doesn't seem that that's a very long time ago. 2015, not too long ago. But my question is, where were you in 2015? What kind of economy did you have? What kind of adventures did you have? What kind of travels did you do in 2015? Now 5 years have passed. We are in 2020. So my question now is, where are you now? Do you have the spare time you strived for? Do you have the economy you strived for? Do you have the adventures in life that you were thinking 5 years ago? Oh, I'm going to have a lot of adventures. I'm going to do fantastic travels. I'm going to have a lot more time for myself. And of course, much more money in the bank. Today is 2020. What if I ask you to think about 2025? Can you feel how far that sounds? 2025. That's like long time. But it's not long time. It's it's exactly as long time as 2015 the other way. So my question now is, where are you going? How should your life look like in 5 years from now? What about your economy? Would you like to improve your economy? Would you like to have more money in the bank? Would you like to have a nicer place to live? Would you like to have a nicer car? Would you like to have better travels? I mean, cruises? Would you like to have more adventures in your life? Where are you going? That's my question. And the sad thing here is, if you don't change anything, then you come to 2025 and your life will be exactly as today. If you don't change anything, your life will be in 5 years exactly as today. So from time to time I say to people, when you get back to work, find someone that have had your job in your company, where you are employed, someone that have been in that job for 5 years more than you. That's you in 5 years from now. And then people say, no, absolutely not. But I'm sorry, but that's the truth. If you don't change anything, that's you 5 years from now. So you have to accept that something had to be changed. And remember, nothing happens for you until something happens with you. You have to take control of the changes. You have to grow. You have to see possibilities. You have to take this seriously. Okay, so If we talk about monthly residual income, let's say the normal life, the regular life out there would look something like this. People start working when they are 25, and now they're going to work for 40 years. 40 years until they are 65. This is quite normal. From 25 to 65, 40 years, and then they start work for a boss, and the boss say, in our company, we are working 40 hours per week. We are working 40 weeks at least every year, and we do that for 40 years. I mean, what kind of future? What kind of excitement? What kind of, I mean, this is a 40-year crisis, if you ask me. Okay, so when it comes to income, when it comes to normal income, it will look something like this. I mean, we are from different countries, so maybe it's not applied exactly to your company, to your country, but I think you get the point. So let's say you have a start salary of $2,800 a month, and then they say if you're really good, you can be the boss of your department, and you can raise up to $4,000 a month. But after 40 years, 40 hours a week, 40 weeks a year, 40 years, now they say we take away 40% of your income because this is retirement. So now they pay you $2,400 a month, and this is the monthly residual income you have, the retirement, the pension. And after all these 40 years, they say we take away 40% at least of your income. So now you have $2,400. So now you can start traveling the world and see the world and enjoy and have a rich life. I was so close to say a really bad word now, but I mean, you cannot follow this system. You have to accept some changes. You have to see how this works. If we go to monthly residual income with the increases, it's totally different. I cannot give you a sample of 40 years, but I can give you a sample of 5 years. I told you earlier, this is the fourth company I start working with. I know it will be tough in the beginning. So the first year, maybe there is like $500, maybe $1,000 net after you have paid your costs, everything. Maybe it's like $1,000 extra per month. If you get $1,000 extra per month, is it worth spending some time on building your increases business? I'm not sure. That's up to you to decide. But I know it will take some time, but the next year I also know it will double. So next year you're up to $2,000 extra. I'm talking part-time now, part-time. So this is additional income in addition to your full-time income. And I know this is the way it works because I've done it 3 times before. This is my 4th time. I know after 3 years, then you can start talking about $5,000 a month. And probably most people will now think, I'm going to work full time. I don't want to work for my boss anymore. I fire my boss and I start doing this full time. Something around this amount, most people will do it full time. But I also know maybe after 4 years you pass $50,000 a month, and after 5 years or in your 5th year you are up to $100,000 a month. This is 5 years. It's not 40. It's not 40. It's 5 years. And if you think about what come out of this, this is a monthly residual income. I can tell you, commission is better than retirement. And what about working hours? In the beginning, maybe you spend 10 hours a week. For now, you spend 10 hours a week. That's like 1.5 to 2 hours per day. But when you start earning good money, like $5,000 net per month, maybe you're up to 30 hours because you kick the boss and you start working 100% for yourself. So maybe you're up to 30 hours a week. And then your income will grow like crazy because you're spending time. And after a while you think, what if I reduce my hours now? What if I go back to 10 hours? You know, you have created good leadership. You have really created leaders that will build the business with or without you. So even though you slow down a little bit after 4 or 5 years, you're still going to have a crazy income because now people are working for themselves, not for you. I mean, Svein is not working for me. Babek is not working for me. Jørn is not working for me. Nelly is not working for me. Margit is not working for me. All of these guys, they are working for themselves to build their own business. to create their own results. So in the beginning, you spend some time to guide them and to coach them. After a while, they do it more and more themselves. So even though you reduce your hours, your business will keep on growing. That's how it works. So my question is, are you willing to give yourself 2-3 years to change your situation for the rest of your life? I talked about 40 years earlier. 40 years, that's normal. You work for 40 years. So what if you take out 3 years and do whatever you can, the absolutely best you can. You work as hard as you can with increases and try to build it seriously through 3 years. Then you can turn around and you can ask yourself, was it really worth it? If the answer is no, it was not worth it. There is no crisis happen at all, because you have taken 3 years of your life to try to do it much better, and still you have 37 years in your regular business. 37 years of a normal life is still left. So nothing bad have happened. But I'm quite sure if you put 3 years into increases and work as good as you can, try to learn everything, grow your mind, develop yourself and your skills. I mean, I'm sure after 3 years you will have a total different situation. And if someone asks you, was it worth to take 3 years out of your life and work really hard? Of course it was. Of course it was. So what is the secret? The secret is plug into the system. The system will not adjust to you. So you have to be part of the system. Plug into it. Follow the system. Follow the business building. Do as you are told. As easy as that. Then always participate where the motivation and knowledge is given. Like today. I have really learned a lot today. And I have been really motivated. So it's so important to participate when things happen. Lead by example. Some people, they say, oh, there is no one on my team working. And then I ask, so who is the top leader of your team? And they say, oh, this is Per on one side and Turid on the other or whatever. But that's not the truth. You are the top of your team. You are leading by example. You are the one showing others. So if your team doesn't do anything, check yourself. What are you doing? I mean, you will always show them and don't tell them, okay? And consistently action for 2-3 years, that's where the results are. So in a way, it's a little bit bad just in the time we are now, because people think this is something we do while there is Corona. But when the Corona is over, then we can work even harder. Because in addition to online business, we can also meet up with people. We can meet people and hug them and talk to them and whatever. But for now, we can't. So it will be even better when we come ahead. So I have to say my why is that I have 4 kids. And let me see. Something happened here. Yeah. So now we're back. So I have 4 kids, and I think that's my why. That's the way that I really think. Because if I can give something to my kids that people didn't give me, I would be really happy. Absolutely. So I hope you got some ideas. I hope you understand how I'm thinking. I don't say that's the only way or that's the right way, whatever, but it's very important to see it from outside. It's very important to understand how it works together. So I hope you got some ideas. I hope you get some input. And I think now it's time to introduce Mr. Abel again. And I have to say, when we contacted the company, there was, Abel told you, we found Abel on Facebook. So we contacted him. We understood he was part of the company. And the way he met us and the way he helped us and answered all these crazy questions that we had, I mean, for me, he's the best upline I can have. He is so humble. He's full of energy. He helps us all the time. And with Abel and Hutchison and the other guys in this company, I'm sure we can make great difference in lives our own, but also in other people's life. So that's all for me for now. Thank you so much. And Abel, I leave it up to you to wrap it up and do the final. Thank you.
Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly. Radar, I want you to know I have an encyclopedia of notes. I have an encyclopedia of notes. I've learned from our CEO, Michael Hutchison, that you must be a great note taker. And I want you to know that I haven't taken this many notes in a very long time. I don't know why I'm closing the meeting. I'm telling you, I'm just going to give you a few minutes of my heart. I want to tell you what I'm feeling right now. But I feel like that was it. I mean, what else can I say, Radar? You hit it out of the ballpark, my friend. Thank you so much. That was freaking awesome. I want to go ahead and put my cap on. If you guys have a cap, I encourage you to put your cap on right now. I mean, my hair's been blowing all over the place. What little hair I have left, I know Radar doesn't have to worry about that, but I encourage you guys to put on a cap because I want to blow you away right now. Not that you need it, because I've been blown away already. And, today is cap day. So go get your fancy caps and your hats and put them on. But Radar, thank you so much. By the way, I am now going to get myself a digger. I am now going to get myself a digger. I want you to know, Radar, that Michael Hutchison is still in the room with us. He's still here. There you go. Man. I wish I can open up everyone's video. If you're a presenter, go get your cap on and show me. But I can't open everyone's video because then the thing will crash. We've got too many people. All right, we got Margaret with her hat on.
Please.
I love it. Michael Hutchison is still here. For him to still be here, it means that he's getting value out of this. Like I've gotten value. I want you to know that he's been bragging about you guys. I'm in some of the WhatsApp groups that he has with the leaders, and he's been taking screenshots of this meeting. So I want you to know that if you're here at this meeting, this is a special meeting. There are many meetings happening all over the world, but this is a very, very special meeting. And I want to talk to you about the power of a meeting in a second. But I want to thank Hutch for being with us today. He's such a special guy. He's an incredible leader, but more than anything, he's an incredible friend. He's one of my closest friends in the world. You guys have heard from Michael Hutchison. And you heard from my great friend Kamila Konopianova from Kazakhstan. She did such an amazing job. And if anything strikes you from Kamila, she's genuine, she's real, she speaks from her heart. And I want you to know that if she can do it in Kazakhstan, you can do it in your part of the world. Thank you, Svein. I see so much heart from Svein. He's a person of heart. I see him and I see a big old red heart. So Svein, man, I love you, man. I can't wait to meet you in person. I think you're an incredible person. You've done great things in your life, but I want you to know that the world doesn't know Svein yet. The world's about to know who Svein is, the real Svein, and you're just getting started, my friend. I'm excited for your future. Thank you, Katane, for sharing. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for your example. I think Margaret said it earlier today. The best type of leadership is exampleship. Thank you, Katane, and I can't wait to learn more about you. Thank you, Babek. I've got 5 on it. I love that song. Normally it talks about other topics, but at In Cruises, we're talking about Get 5. Thank you, Babek. I didn't know you were a stand-up comedian. Now that explains a lot to me. Thank you, Kyrie. I think that's the way you pronounce it. And yes, if I ever want to decorate my home, I will definitely come to you. But hopefully, I won't even have to come to you because you'll be too busy building your In Cruises business, and you'll have to refer me to one of your employees. So thank you, all of you. Thank you, Margaret, for that incredible presentation that you've done. And yes, Radar, we are here at the right place at the right time. And Radar, thanks to you, I am now adding a digger to my dreams list. That digger looks even better than the Lamborghini that I have on there. And it's true, you can use it. And those negative people in your life, you can use the digger and put them in a hole somewhere. But if there's one thing I'm learning is don't let your current circumstances determine your future. Let your current actions determine your future. So if right now the world is going through a crisis, and maybe you're going through a crisis, right now in the US of A, they're going to give out a bunch of crisis checks. They're going to send out crisis checks to people who are struggling financially, and the government just signed a $2.2 trillion deal. I didn't even know that the government had that kind of money. I think they're borrowing it from China. I don't even know where they're getting this money. It must be from our taxes, but they're about to send crisis checks to people who need this money, and thank God that that's there. And if you entered this crisis needing that type of help, then let's sure right now that if there's a crisis in the future, you don't need that kind of help. See, I don't need that kind of help. As a matter of fact, I don't even qualify for it. I think my income is too high. I don't even know all the specifics of the deal that Trump just signed with Congress and Senate. But based on what I've seen so far, my income is too high for me to qualify for a crisis check. And let me tell you, I am okay with that. So if right now you need that check, God bless you because you're getting it. But let's make sure that you don't need it in the future. You see, don't let your current circumstances determine your future. Instead, let your current actions determine your future. Don't let your current circumstances determine your future. Instead, let your current actions determine your future. It's the actions you take right now that will determine your future. And by the way, I want you to go on Facebook. Take a moment as I pull up a couple of slides here. We're on Facebook Live. We're approaching 200 people. We had some people drop off already. They couldn't hang with us, but that everything happens for a reason. And we've had close to 200 people in Connect. But using the power of double technology, using Facebook Live, we've got people sharing this all over the internet, all over their Facebook Lives, and all over their walls and their pages and their groups and in their pages and groups all over the place. And I want you to go there and like it and comment it and share it. As I pull up a couple slides here that I want to share with you guys, because I really want to talk to you about the power of what's happening now and the power of what's getting ready to happen. But as I do that, I want to make sure that you understand that there are great things happening already and that you are in a team, a special team. You are part of a special team, and that's one of the folks that are special in this team. I want to introduce you to another special individual that's part of this team as well. I want to introduce you to a third individual that's part of this team as well. Let me know if you guys are seeing this on my screen right now. And there's that special individual. I want to introduce you to our final special individual. And there are many of you who are special as well. I'm just going to highlight some of you. I can't highlight all of you because then we've run out of time. That's how many special people we have. But I want to congratulate brand new marketing director coming out of Norway, Heidi Hogg. Heidi's such a special person. I don't know a lot about her, but based on what the team from Norway, our Nordic team has told me, Heidi Hogg is an amazing person. I want to congratulate you, Heidi, for becoming a marketing director. You're special and you're just getting started. I want to congratulate Margit, brand new marketing director in a month of crisis. I wrote a Facebook post just recently, and I wrote it about Margit, and the quote that came to mind when Margit told me, Abel, I did it, I'm a marketing director, is this: the man that says it can't be done is usually interrupted by the man or woman, most of the time the woman that is doing it. I want to repeat that. The man that says it cannot be done is usually interrupted by the woman that is doing it. In a time of crisis, Margit Margison is doing it. She is making it happen, and I admire her, and you inspire me, Margit. You are a superstar. We got Svein, brand new marketing director. We call him Record Breakers Svein, not Charters Svein. Now he's Record Breakers Svein. This guy became a marketing director and Fast Start Award winner. You guys don't know the details of the Fast Start Award. Make sure you get that because he did it in 8 days. 8 days. And it's a new company record. I believe I'm sticking to that story. I think there was another record. All right, Michael's here. He can attest to that. I think someone did it in 7 or 8 days. Same thing, all right? He is a record breaker in my books. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And he won the Fast Start Award. If you don't know the details of that, get it from your upline. In 8 days, became a marketing director, and he is just getting started. Congratulations, Vane. And I want to congratulate my great friend, my new great friend. I didn't have a friend in Norway, and now I do. I didn't have a friend in Sweden, and now I do. And his name is Radar. I still don't even know how to pronounce your last name, Radar. Radar Verholman, I think. Verholman? All right. Radar is a senior marketing director. Became a marketing director in 20 days. All right. And then became a senior marketing director, 2 months and 20 days into the business. Not only that, what's more important about Radar is that not only is he a senior marketing director, but in the month of March, a month of crisis, but where regular people see a crisis, leaders see an opportunity. In a month of world global crisis, not only did Radar become a senior marketing director, but he has now promoted three marketing directors in the month of March. He promoted Svein, he promoted Heidi, and he just finally promoted Margit. This guy is a leader, not a leader of followers, but he is a leader of leaders. He is not a lion that is leading, sheep. He is a lion that is leading lions. And I want to congratulate my great friend Radar, who thanks to him, he has now inspired me to go get myself a digger. By the way, let me ask you something. Did you know that the 3 most searched phrases and words now on the internet, you can look it up. This was given to me by a friend who is an expert in social media and in marketing. Did you know that the 3 most searched words or phrases online right now is number 1, supplements. Supplements, people are looking to get healthy, obviously. Number 2, online business. And number 3, webinars. 2 out of the 3 most searched words online globally right now have to do with you and your business. So when Radar says to you, you are at the right place at the right time, I want you to know that we're not just saying that. It's not just cliche. It's that, you're at the right place at the right time. I'm telling you, you're at the right place at the right time. Now more than ever, people need you to lead. Now more than ever, the world needs leadership. Now more than ever, people need you to be positive, to be energetic, to be optimistic. Now more than ever, people are looking for you. See, you're looking for them, but now more than ever, people are looking for you, and it's a match made in heaven. 2 out of the 3 most recognized phrases and words online right now. 1, supplements. Can't help you with that. Sorry. I just bought some. All right. So I fell for that one, and I think I made a great purchase. But number 2, online business. Do you have an online business? Yep. Here we are running our online business from the comfort of our homes in Miami, in Tampa, in Orlando, in California, in Canada, in Norway, in Sweden, in Estonia, in the UK, in Germany, in Iceland, in Ireland, all over the world. We are running an online business using what? The power of Connect webinars, the power of our own technology to grow our business. You see, the man that says it can't be done is usually interrupted by the man or woman that is doing it. In life, you can do one of 2 things, but you can't do both. In life, you can do one of 2 things, but you can't do both. You can either make excuses or you can make money, but you cannot do both. If you're making excuses, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are not making money. If you're making money, it's because you're not making excuses, but you can't do both. Where regular people see a crisis, a leader sees an opportunity. My good friend, Warren Buffett, multi-billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, he phrases it this way: when the world is fearful, be greedy. When the world is greedy, be fearful. Right now, the world is fearful. It's time for you to be greedy, but not a bad type of greed. Not a bad type of greed, a good type of greed. Be greedy for more financial independence for you and your family. Be greedy for your dreams. Be greedy for more love. Be greedy for sharing what you have. Be greedy to change the world. When the world is fearful, be greedy. And when the world is greedy, be fearful. Winston Churchill, my great friend Winston Churchill from the UK, he said this: sometimes doing our best is not good enough. Sometimes we must do what is required of us. In the time when we were in the middle of a world crisis, when Hitler and the Nazis were trying to take over, and Winston Churchill and England stood in a battle with that great evil army, and they were getting bombarded by the Nazis. He said, sometimes we must not do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. You see, right now, I'm not asking you for the best you've got. Right now, Michael Hutchison is not asking you for your best. Right now, Frank Codina is not asking you for your best. Right now, we are asking you for what is required. And right now, more than ever, leadership is required. Right now, more than ever, your leadership is required, because not only are you at the right place at the right time, but you are. I want you to know, Michael Hutchison wants you to know, Camellia wants you to know, Franco Dino wants you to know, Radar wants you to know that we believe that you are the right person. So I want to give you 6 reasons why now you are at the right place at the right time. Why are we at the right place at the right time? Why do you say that, Abel? Why are we at the right place at the right time? 1, we got an amazing product. You've got an amazing product, a unique product, a product that no one else has. 2-for-1 cruise dollars. I want to fill you in on a news flash here. You can't get them at your local supermarket. You cannot get cruise dollars at your local Walgreens or Walmart. You cannot get cruise dollars anywhere in the world. You can only get them at InCruises. So number 1, you're at the right place at the right time. Why? Because we've got a unique product, a sexy product, a fun product, the opportunity to travel the world and enjoy life. No one else has it. Number 2, I want to make sure you guys are still here. I want to make sure I haven't lost anyone. Are you still here? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a let's go. Give me an amen. Give me a you guys still see me and hear me? Can you guys still see me and hear me? All right, we're looking good there. We're good. Are we okay? We're still on. Can you guys see me and hear me? All right, good. Let me log off my Wi-Fi here from my phone just in case. All right, so we're good to go. So number 2 reason, why are you at the right place at the right time? Why are you at the right place at the right time? Because our product does not discriminate. Our product does not discriminate. I just bought some supplements from a friend of mine that it's another network marketing company, and because I believe in this product, and whether it's that product or any other type of dieting product or nutritional product in the world of network marketing, or whether it's to help my hair grow, which God knows I need that, and so does Radar. Most products discriminate. They don't work for everyone. Let me tell you something. Everyone, 100% of the people that put $100 into InCruises get 200 cruise dollars. You've got a product that, unlike any other product in the world of network marketing, does not discriminate. Cruise dollars do not discriminate. InCruises does not discriminate. Next reason why you are at the right place at the right time, because you have an opportunity to build a global business. Margaret talked about it. Brand new marketing director. I love saying that. Brand new marketing director, Margaret Morgeson, told you that you can build a global business here in over 170 countries. I believe we're in over 178 countries right now. Where else can you build a 178 country business? You talk to any business owner, that's what they want. At InCruises, you can do it. At InCruises, you can literally make money while you sleep because of all the different time zones in this beautiful planet we call Earth. You have an opportunity to build a family, global, international business. You don't have that anywhere else. Not in the amount of countries you can do it with InCruises. So when someone says to you, no, I want you to say this to them. What you got? See, when someone says no, I want you to reject rejection. Write that down. You need to reject rejection. Get good at rejecting rejection. When someone rejects me, I reject that. I drown out the negative with positive. When someone gives me negative, whatever amount of negative they give me, I give them that much more positive. I reject rejection. When someone says no to me, my mentality, my mindset, and very often the way I speak to them, because I'm a straightforward person. I'm a nice guy. I love people, but I'm a straightforward person. I'm a straight shooter. I say to them, when you say no to me, I say, what you got? What you got? Show me. Give me a presentation. I want you to sit down, give me a PowerPoint, just like the one I just gave you. Show me some incredible videos of your life, your job, your opportunity, your business, and sell me on what you got. And if what you got is better than what I got, I'm in. It's never better. because we're at the right place at the right time. We got a sexy product. We got a unique product. We got a product that doesn't discriminate, a product that you can't get anywhere else in the world, a product that you can build in over 178 countries. So when someone says no to you, you say what to them? I want you to write it there. What's the question you're going to ask the next person that says no to you? Because sometimes, I don't know if they say no to you, but they say no to me sometimes. It happens. I want you to ask them this. What you got? What you got? You know who I learned that from? Many years ago, I learned that from InCruise's co-founder, president, and COO, Frank Coldina. He told me, Abel, when they say no to you, you tell them what you got. And if you ain't got nothing to show me, then guess what? Let's get you started. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you registered. Here's my link. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And finally, last 2 points. Why we're better. Why we're better. Why we're at the right place at the right time. Because you don't have to store our product anywhere, man. Cruise Dollars, they get stored virtually. I know so many people, man. They've joined all these other network marketing companies. I'm not here to talk bad about anyone. I'm just here to tell you that we're better. They join these companies. They got to like auto ship to themselves to qualify for bonuses, and you can't walk in their house because their house looks like the house of a hoarder, and it's not from garbage. It's from products that they got to store to meet their monthly requirements. You ain't got to store nothing here, man. And your Cruise Dollars never expire. You don't got to put stuff in your closet. You don't got to put stuff in your cabinets. You don't have to fill your garage with Cruise Dollars are virtual, and they don't expire. You can use them whenever you want as long as you remain a member. That's why you're at the right place at the right time. That's why you've got the greatest opportunity in the world, and now more than ever, you need to share that opportunity with as many people as possible. The final reason why you're at the right place at the right time is because we've got a simple product. We've got a simple product. See, we got one price, one package. I know so many other network marketing companies now. They got so many different packages. You have to go to school for 4 years. You got to get a bachelor's in that company's network marketing course to understand everything. When something is difficult to understand, it's not easy to duplicate. And the key to network marketing, my grandma's looking at me again. My grandma's looking at me saying, what the heck? ¿Qué he hecho yo con este muchacho? What have I taught this kid? What is going on with this kid? He is going crazy. Who is he talking to? Why is he looking at that computer? My grandma right now is freaking out. But we've got a simple product. When what you have is complicated, you can't duplicate it. If you can't duplicate, you can't multiply in network marketing. We've got a simple product, one price, $100 a month, gets you 200 Cruise Dollars. Get us 5 people, you're cruising for free. Stay free for 3 months, you've got 100% access to those Cruise Dollars. For 1 cruise per year, you want it for all your cruises, go become a marketing director like Margit, like Svein, like Radar, like Heidi. Go do that. We've got a simple product, and that's going to allow you to grow an incredible business. So I want to encourage you to reject rejection. I want to encourage you to tip number 2. So number 1, reject rejection. Tip number 2. Yeah, you're going to fill your closet with cash. That's right, Ingo. I love that. Tip number 1 was reject rejection. What you got? Tip number 2, work the numbers. Radar talked about it. He's given over 200 presentations in the last 2 months. He wishes he would have given 500 presentations. What I love about network marketing is that it's a numbers business. It's a numbers business. You can't beat the numbers, but the numbers can't beat you. You can't beat the numbers, but the numbers can't beat you. You want to go become successful? You want to go become successful at InCruises? Go work the numbers. Go talk to people. Go present the opportunity to enough people. Go get 100 wide. Hey, but should I build my business wide or deep? Both. But when do I go deep? The business will tell you when to go deep. People worry too much about things you shouldn't worry about. Worrying is suffering twice. Stop worrying, people. Don't suffer twice. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't complicate it. Build it wide and deep. Do I build wide or deep? Yup, you build both. But when do I go deep? The business will tell you. When there's a leader in your organization that requires your attention, then you go deep and you start building that leg, and you might hold off on building wide for a little bit. That's called network marketing. Talk to the greatest. I'm not one of them. I've heard from the greatest. That's the way it works. You build wide. I say you go get as wide as possible. How wide should I get, Abel? Go get 100 wide. Number 1 tip I want to give you today, go get 100 wide yesterday. You can do it in 2 years 1 direct a week, you're 100 wide in 2 years, you're done. Finito, you'll never have to work another day in your life. You'll have so much residual, passive, call it whatever you want, type of income, that you won't know what to do with it. You'll be able to fill your closets with money, as my great friend here says. So go build wide and go build deep. How wide? Go get as wide as possible. How wide? 100 wide. You're probably not going to be able to get to 100. You'll probably stop at 50, but if I tell you 50, you'll go do 25. One of the laws of network marketing is your team will always do half of what you do or tell them to do. So go for 100. If you end somewhere between 50 to 100, trust me, you'll be in a good scenario. What's the secret, Abel? What's the secret to building a successful in-cruises business? Go get yourself a brand new direct right now. And every day of your life, for the next 2 to 3 years, your focus on a daily basis should be to go get a new direct. A new recruit is the lifeblood of your business. A new direct partner member is the lifeblood of your business. It reminds me of Frank Codina. Man, I talk about Frank all the time. By the way, newsflash, those of you who are watching us on Connect, for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, I just confirmed in-cruises co-founder, president, and COO Frank Codina, my friend, for 3 webinars coming up in the next week or 2. 3 webinars. And guess what? I sold them on 2 English webinars and 1 Spanish webinar. So Frank Codina, who hasn't made an appearance, this guy's like Elvis Presley. He hasn't made an appearance since the 1970s. We call him the Wizard of Oz. He's behind the scenes making things happen together with Michael Hutchison. The Wizard of Oz will be joining us. I'll be announcing it in the next day or 2. So, oh boy, you better get ready. You think you're going to need a cap for my webinar? You're going to need 2 caps for Frank Codina, because when he lets you have it, he lets you have it. So get ready via Connect, via Facebook Live. You guys will be enjoying Frank Codina, in-cruises co-founder, hasn't made an appearance since 1975, with you shortly. Are you excited about that? I am. The lifeblood of your business is a brand new recruit. Go do what Radar's doing. You know what Radar's doing? Leading with example, getting new directs, and then helping his people build their teams. He's building wide and deep. It reminds me of Frank Codina. I remember Frank Codina. You know, we grew up in the U.S. I worked with him together in a financial services network marketing company for 20 years, for 15 years. I've known him for 20 years, 24 years now. And he would give these meetings, right? We would do meetings in an office, and he would give a meeting, and his part was to close the meeting. And he would show pictures of the places he had traveled. At this point, Frank Codina was already a multimillionaire, making a ton of money. I was part of his team. I was one of his top producers. And he would show these meetings, and he'd go into his pictures. And he'd been to Norway, and he'd been to Spain, and he had been to over like 40, 50 countries. And I swear, whenever I was by myself in that meeting, my attitude was, oh no, there's Frank Codina and his damn pictures again. But whenever I had a brand new recruit with me at that meeting, whenever I had a new person with me in that meeting, I'd be like, aren't those pictures great? Aren't they? Wow, look how much he's traveled. Isn't this awesome? This is my favorite part of the presentation. A brand new recruit is the lifeblood of your business. You want to go bring some excitement into your business? Don't think about it. Go get a brand new recruit as fast as possible. The last tip I'm going to give you today is always be positive. Always be positive. When? Sometimes, most of the time, no. You got to always be positive. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking to myself, go be positive, but don't be delusional. No, I was wrong about that. I corrected myself. You have to be so positive that you got to be borderline delusional. You see, right now, people like us doing these kind of webinars, talking about the future, talking about now is the best time to be in business, talking about you're at the right place at the right time. We are delusional. Okay, not delusional. We're borderline delusional. That's how positive you got to be. Where the world looks at you and says, what the hell's wrong with him? This guy or girl is strange. She is weird. But one of my mentors used to tell me, Abel, you got to be weird to win. In life, if you want to win, you got to be weird. So when do you got to be positive? Always. Even now more than ever. Sometimes, most of the time, nope. Always be positive. Always be positive. Now more than ever. The world, your family, your future needs you to be borderline delusional positive. So delusional. Have you guys heard about the world's most positive guy? He fell off a 50-story building. The world's most positive person. She, because it was a woman. She fell off a 50-story building by mistake. She just fell off. On the way down, a guy looks out the window on the 25th floor and looks down as she falls and says, "Hey, are you okay?" And she says, "So far, so good. So far, so good." Well, it just so happens to be that at the end of the trip, they put out some special mattresses, and she fell and she saved. She got saved. She didn't die. See, the world's most positive person on the way down to her death was asked, "How are you doing?" And she said, "So far, so good." That's how positive you gotta be borderline delusional positive. You gotta be borderline delusional positive. You gotta have two options here. Option number one, succeed. Option number two, succeed. Failure is not an option. There are two ways. When I recruit someone, I say to them, one, I expect you to win. I expect you to win. You expect me to lead you? I expect you to win. I expect one of two outcomes. This has got to be your direction, your leadership. Now, more than ever, the world needs leadership. I expect two outcomes in your in-cruises business. Number one, you're going to succeed. Or number two, you're going to succeed. There is no plan B. In life, you have two plans. You have plan A and plan A. When you're not sure about the second plan, revert back to the first plan. In life, you either succeed or succeed. In life, you either have plan A or you go to plan A. Those are your two options. And I want to end with a quick story, and then we'll close the webinar. Talk about the power of being positive. There was a guy, right? I want to close with a quick little story, and then we're done. There's a guy, right? And you guys still with me? Magnus says he believes he can fly. Magnus, as long as you believe it, as long as you're borderline delusional, right? Not totally delusional. I don't want you jumping out of a window, right? Catra, you still with me? Simona says yes. All right. This is good. The more people have come into the webinar instead of leaving, so at least I haven't scared you guys away. You guys must be like, what's wrong with this crazy Cuban from Miami? By the way, I can't wait to visit you in Norway. I can't wait to do our Nordic launch in person. And when this is all over, I might hug you and kiss you. No, I definitely will. I can't wait to meet you guys. So I want to end with a positive story. There was this guy, right? There was this king, and he had the world. Some of you might have heard this one. He had the world's most positive counselor. This guy was so positive that he had the king kept him around because he had this counselor, and he was so positive. He was always optimistic, and he was borderline delusional positive. And the king just, no matter what would happen to him, the king would have an accident, and he would say, "This too is good, my king. This too is good." The king, something, would be attacked by an evil empire. And when he would go to his counselor and say, "What should we do?" He says, "Don't worry, my king. This too is good. This too is good, my king." There would be an illness in the family, and the king would go to his counselor, the world's most positive counselor, and say, what do you think about this? Is this negative? And the counselor would say, "This too is good, my king. This too is good. Don't worry. Everything will work out. This too is good, my king." And until one day, right, years later, right, they're out hunting, and him and the king and the counselor and his group of people and his family, they're out hunting, and they get captured. They get captured by cannibals, cannibals, people who eat people, and they take the king. Actually, I screwed up the story. Before that happens, they're out hunting. Before they get captured by the cannibals, they're out hunting, and the king is hunting and loses a finger. The king loses a finger, and the king says to the counselor, "Is this too good? Are you going to tell me that this is good too?" And the counselor says, "Don't worry, my king. This too is good. This too is good. You lost a finger, but trust me, for some reason, I know that this too is good. You losing a finger is good." And the king he was so mad, and he was in so much pain. He goes, "Man, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you and your positive attitude. I just lost a finger. Man, screw you. Man, I'm sending you to jail." So he took the the counselor, and he sent the counselor to prison. Send him to prison because he was too positive. Years go by. The counselor is still in prison. Right now we're back. The counselor is still in prison. The king is one day out hunting with his, with his followers, and they get captured. They get captured by a group of cannibals. Cannibals eat other human beings. And all of a sudden, they take the king and all his followers, and they start eating them one by one. They start eating the advisors and the people of the kingdom that were there hunting. They start eating them. And then all of a sudden, they go eat the king. And the king is missing a finger. And for those of you who don't know, cannibals cannot eat you if you are missing a finger, because it means that you're sick, that you're no good, that you're going to make them sick. It means that you're no good to be eaten. So the cannibals get the king and they let him go. And the king's running back to his kingdom. He's like, oh my God, all he could think about was the positive counselor. He was like, oh my God, he was right. He was right. It was good. Me losing a finger so many years ago. And he starts thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I had this guy in jail. He's still in prison. I got to go get him out. So he goes and he requests that the counselor be taken out of prison. The counselor pops up. I know it's a long story. It's about to finish. The counselor pops up and he's just there, smiling like he always smiles, being positive. And the king goes to him, I'm so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry. You were right. Me losing my finger. And he tells him the story. And I'm sorry that I put you in prison all these years. Guess what the counselor says to the king? Guess what the counselor says to the king? The counselor says, don't worry, my king. This too is good. This too is good, my king. He goes, what? Are you crazy? You've been in prison for years just because you were too positive. He goes, my king, if I had been with you on this hunt today, they would have eaten me. Thank you, my king, for putting me in prison. Thanks to you, I am alive. You see, my friends, no matter what's happening in the world, you have to be positive 100% of the time. Borderline delusional positive, like our good friend, the counselor to the king. You see, this too is good. What's good about it? Sometimes it's hard to see, but trust me, something good will come out of this. The world will be a better place because of everything that's happening. You will be a better person. So instead of focusing on what's changed, let me ask you this. Instead of focusing on what's changed, let me ask you, what hasn't changed? I know what hasn't changed. You haven't changed. You can still build your business in 170 countries. That hasn't changed. You can still build the world's most incredible online business. That hasn't changed. You can still market what Hutch calls an economically irresistible product. That hasn't changed. You can still save 100% of your people money. That hasn't changed. We still have over 10,000 people that cruise for free. That hasn't changed. We still have over 200,000 partners and members. That hasn't changed. We are still a market disruptor. That hasn't changed. No one else has cruise dollars. That hasn't changed. We have a product that doesn't discriminate. That hasn't changed. You see, the truth is that not much has changed. What's most important is that you don't change. You don't change. Don't change your dreams. Grow them. Don't change your goals. Grow them. Your love for your family hasn't changed. Your love for your future hasn't changed. And your love for financial independence hasn't changed. So that being said, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so awesome. Thank you for inspiring me. People tell me, Abel, where do you get your energy? You give me my energy. So to the Nordic team, to the team from Norway and Iceland and Ireland and the UK and Sweden and Germany, and to all my friends all around the world, thank you for not changing. Thank you for remaining the incredible leaders that you are. Thank you, Radar and Margaret, for putting this event together. Thank you, Michael Hutchison, for joining us and giving us your words of wisdom. Thank you, Camelia Konopianova, for inspiring us all the way from Kazakhstan. I love you guys, and I will see you on the cruise ships and the beaches of the world. Let's go.